The villa's going down, 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 down.
I think we should talk about your new adventures of what you're doing at the moment of TikTok, which is, I mean, you've done amazingly well for a month work, pretty much. You started a month ago, would you say?
Yeah, 26th
I think it's a month today.
It's a month
actually.
today, month anniversary. Yeah.
A month today, wow! And you've gained 100,000 plus followers in a month, and 4 million plus likes. It's pretty impressive stats. What did you like? What was the initial plan of, right, I'm going to start dancing in my room, jumping about, talking about football theories?
Well, I mean, I like the way the question's heading there. Basically, I was in.
You played the system brilliantly.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, I'll open. I'm at university. For those of you who aren't too aware, I'm in my second year, and I'm in Wales, which meant that we had a lockdown earlier than everyone else. So there was like a two-week lockdown, and Wales don't mess about. Like, there was stuff online where people are like taping off books, like places that have books and like clothes and that. They were quite strict about it. So I thought, I'm sitting there, I'm like, honest to God, like I'm only going down to uni once a week. All the other time I'm here, literally I can't go anywhere else. I just thought, you know what? Why not just like occupy myself for a couple of weeks, just make a TikTok, have a bit of a laugh with it. See where it goes. Like if I get bored of it, I'll just delete it. Like it was literally just a very spur of the moment thing. I just thought I'll just make a couple of TikToks for a bit of a laugh.
But it just did you literally just play that like the song that you chose and just dance and just did it and then just clicked?
I don't think that's the thing. I saw, because obviously there was a thread on Twitter that did quite, like someone was talking about conspiracy theories, like what's yours? And it did quite well on Twitter, and I thought, well, I'll just use that as a video idea, because there's loads of stuff I could make here. I thought it might get 100 likes. Who knows? Like it could do okay. I just think it couldn't have worked any other time than now, because it just felt very natural doing it. Whereas I think if you look at it, like a lot of people were like, well, that's quite original for like, what's he doing? Like dancing around to that. But for me, because of all the Villa stuff and West Brom stuff, it's literally just been very natural to do it. And I think like understanding what people like, what entertains people online, not being afraid to make yourself look a bit stupid just for the laughs. That's the type of stuff that it's taken 2 to 3 years to probably do. So by the time I like done it, I think obviously how the hell would you expect to land 170k in a month? But I think TikTok is a little bit of a silly app where it's quite easy to go viral anyway. To be honest, there's no chance you could get that on YouTube in a month from zero. It's an absolute impossibility. Unless you're like KSI's mate, there is zero chance you can do that. So I do understand that with TikTok there is a heightened sense of virality in comparison to Twitter.
Still very impressive though.
But like I say, obviously it clicks very quickly. But I think it couldn't have worked last year. It couldn't have worked the year before. So it was the only time I think it would have worked.
But it's like, the thing is, you played the system perfectly. You know, like when you go on TikTok, you've kind of just you got the right idea of what you've got the theme of TikTok right. Like you've probably smashed it with what you like the right thing. You're doing the right thing, and it's working.
I think that's what it is. I mean, like maybe I think part of the charm of it is probably because I don't actually like TikTok. I don't really. I think it's. I mean, my opinion of. I did it because I thought this would be a laugh to do. Like I still thought I'd take part in TikTok, but I just thought normally my conception of TikTok, along with a lot of others, is kind of it's still an app for like kids to dance to. And like I don't really know anyone who does TikTok. I don't know what TikTok videos are really like. So I think what I did was I just made that, and I think it might have just been quite refreshing for people just to see something a little bit different on there. Like, and it's basically just. I think it was a natural transition to move that type of content onto TikTok, because Twitter, the videos going down in the stuff on TikTok, is quite similar in its sense that it is kind of it's combining music, football, a bit of a stupid dance, and a little bit of consistency as well. Like people say, in reality, the last month TikToks are quite easy to make. I'm not going to lie and say it's like I spend hours and hours a day, but you do have to be consistent. Like I've uploaded 3 times a day, 7 days a week for a month. Like you've got to keep. I never get up at 9. I have to actually set an alarm for 10 to 9 in the morning. So I get up and I've got one in the drafts I made. Upload that and go to bed. So yeah, it's been alright. I mean, it is what it is. The only reason I enjoy it, and I log on to TikTok, I make the videos and I log off. I don't really look at what anyone else is doing. So it's not something that I'm obsessed over, or that I'm like, this could be. I just having a laugh with it, and as long as the audience, like the amount of positivity I've received off it's been madness. I didn't expect that.
You gain a new following from it.
But that's the thing, innit?
People that might not even know you from the Villas Going Down or any of the previous work you've done.
Yeah,
it's getting brand new audience.
I mean, it is quite like that. I mean, I've set up I've set up a Discord, and there's like 300, 400 people there, and you like ask them like, what nationality are you? Where are you from? And there's literally every corner like of the world of people who just I love what you do. Like I've got a massive following in Israel for some reason. I don't understand that.
Israel.
I kept getting loads of followers, like people DMing me on Instagram. Much love from Israel, sir. And I did a little joke to one of them. I was like, I'm getting a lot of messages from people from Israel. Like, are there any posters of me up there? Like, and he replied with a very serious answer, going, "Yes, sir. There's a lot of them there. Yeah." It was like,
oh wow.
It was like Christ. And I think there's a few German.
You've got a
fans
statue
as well.
and everything.
That's the thing. I imagine
cool.
soon. But no, it's just a bit of a laugh. And like I'm fully aware that 1 minute you're there, next minute you're there. No one's going to care, and I don't really care about that because it's not a vocal point of my life. I'll just go back to I don't even know, to be honest with you. But if the day it ends. But for now, I'm just enjoying making the videos and having so many thousands of people just enjoy it. I think it's been a nice progression from Twitter, if anything.
Yeah, I mean, was there a plan in like when you first uploaded that first TikTok? Was there a plan? I'm gonna do 3 videos a day for.
Oh no chance. Like literally, I uploaded it. And I thought nothing really. I think I uploaded the first one, and it got like 300 likes when I woke up in the morning. I was like, oh wow, 300 likes. So I thought I'd make another one today, and I'll upload it. And I remember uploading it, and I got in the shower. It's always a shower. Got in the shower, and I thought, when it gets out, I thought I'll check that. I'll be because sometimes with TikTok it starts off slow and then it might gain later. So I thought I might get 10 likes when I'm back. And then I checked it, and it was on like 500 in 20 minutes. And then I started thinking, all right, like people obviously quite like this. And then I kind of been milking it, but I think as long as you keep it slightly entertaining and you interact with the fans or the people who enjoy your videos, TikTok, you can just keep going on, really. I made 40 bloody videos and one conspiracy theory series. Like, I was doing it 3 times a day because then I had a little look. So I thought, obviously there's a sparkle of something here. And I might as well build it. Like you say, I don't take it too seriously, but if you've got something good, like the saying says, press the iron while it's hot. So I had a little look on people who do TikTok, and people said, the best way to grow a channel or an account, like upload 3 times a day, because there's not a possibility, like there's a chance then that one will at least get on everybody's For You page. And that's what everyone says, you live rent free on my For You page. But in reality, that's because I upload 3 times a day. So 2 might not, but if you check TikTok every single day, there's a high potential that you're going to get 1. So then I just thought I might as well do it 3 times a day. Like I said, I was in lockdown. It wasn't like I had anything important to do, and it was a little project. Like some people really, I've unfortunately really struggled during lockdown because of things. But for me, it has, you have something then to think about. And then since lockdown's finished in Wales, because we're in a better situation than everyone else at the minute, I just thought I might as well keep it going because it's obviously brought a lot more positives and negatives as it stands.
I mean, every time I go on TikTok, it's just you. I literally saw you and I was like, wait, is that HRH?
I know.
I was like, is that him?
And the amount of people.
And then my mate said he's on TikTok now, and I was like, what? Hello. And then I followed you, and then literally every time I go on, you're just there, and I was like, but they were good. I mean, I was like, you're literally there. I was like, you smashed it. And I checked, you had like 100 followers when I first followed you, and I went back like the next day, 1,000. I'm like, what? Like, you were growing rapidly. It was like, I was like, fair play.
I think it just suits me, doesn't it? If you look at Villas Going Down and you think football, TikTok is still quite, and from what I look at it, because it's still kids dancing. It's quite early stage, and like football on TikTok is vacant. Like I had a very brief look, and some of the videos are just garbage, just like mine really. So I thought there's a chance here to like bring what I do on Twitter, bring it onto TikTok. Like there's a captive audience there because there's no football content, which is why it's always mine just getting really sprayed out to everybody every day. Because there's not much out there at the minute. I mean, eventually there'll be much better people who will take over TikTok and make better football videos. But for now, while it's still at the bottom of the barrel stage, obviously that's where I thrive.
I mean, I've seen a lot of other people now do basically what you're doing, but they're not doing it the same way though. But like they're not doing this, but it's like a trend now. I've seen a lot of people do it.
I'm fine if people do their own like dances to it. Like for me, because obviously I'm not a TikToker, and all these people, like if people give me credit for it on there, I'm totally fine with that. Like that's fine if you asked me before, but because I'm not a natural TikToker, and all these TikTokers say, it's called a trend. Like TikTok works in trends. As far as I'm concerned, I'm from like the Twitter community, like the rough streets of Twitter, and like if you just nick someone else's tweet. without credit, you don't get away with it. Like, as far as I'm concerned, as a mark of, if you want to use someone's tweet or completely mug it off, you normally credit people, or at least you should do. But on TikTok, there's almost a little bit of a shamelessness of doing it. And people might say, well, you took something from Twitter and put it on TikTok. But that's different, because that was a tweet and I made it a video. There's people that
made it your own.
There's people that have literally done exactly the same thing. And like, you have to bite your tongue over it, because it's like, what can you do? I mean, it's not you haven't got it copyrighted, have you? As you dance in the bloody room,
Yeah.
You're get off your high horse. But it's still obviously a little bit frustrating when people just completely mug it off, because that's not what I'm used to. Like YouTube, even then, I've done YouTube videos 3-4 years. There's still a degree there of like, you can't just mug off someone else's idea, or if you do, it's got to be slightly different to what it was.
You got to give credit.
Or else things
always
don't go well for you.
That's the one thing I hate about TikTok, is that every time I'm on there, there's always literally people just screen record something off YouTube, post it, and then they gain thousands of, and technically they're gaining money from just posting other people's content. Or like I've seen it a lot as well. People they'll have a tweet in the background, and they'll just stand in the corner, and the tweet's the funny part, and that's it. And they literally and they get thousands and millions of likes and followers just because they posted someone else's tweet.
I know.
And it's like, and no one gives credit either. I saw someone that there was like a meme or a tweet. It was like a video someone made, and then they literally just put their own watermark over it. When you can see like the person who originally made it put their own watermark, captioned it and everything, all as their own, going, I've made this. And then everyone was going, oh, this is brilliant. I was like, it's not their footage. It's not like they didn't make this, and they gained everything from it.
It takes the piss. Like I've been doing
so
a few.
frustrating.
I've been doing a few I tried a few top 8 videos on TikTok just to like keep the content a bit fresh.
Yeah, because you're changing up now, aren't you?
You got to, innit? Like, you got to keep it. Like, I ended the series first time, and I started again, but I only do it once a day, because I want to try out other stuff, because like every trend dies out at some stage, and I'm thinking, if I want to keep this going, I want to try and come up with new stuff. And obviously you're going to fail a few more times than you succeed, but it only takes that one good one, and then you've got a series. But I've tried a few top 8s, like, and I went all the way from the 8th to the 1st, and then all the comments I was getting were people going, oh, credit to this guy. He goes all the way from 8 to 1 and doesn't do 2 parts. And I was like, what parasite is doing this type of list, like top 8 most earning footballers, and doing a part 2? I'm like, Christ, like, you can't do that you couldn't do that on YouTube. You couldn't do that anywhere. Like, there's a part of that site. I think there's a lot of people benefiting over more than they really should, or they would anywhere else. To be honest. But there we go.
When you do your top 8s, the thing that annoys me about TikTok is when they say, oh, top 8 most earning footballers.
Yeah.
They get to they'll go 8 to 5, and then just go like for part 2. I'm like,
I didn't even know that, because I obviously don't watch any.
You did the full top 8, and I was like, oh, thank God.
It was only when I saw in the comments people going, hey, well, credit to you for doing all in one bar. I was like, you serious? I
was shocked.
Who was doing
I was
this?
like, he's actually done it all in one
I've never seen anyone make these. I want to hunt whoever these people are doing these lists in part 2s.
They literally make 3 videos of a part, like a top 8. They'll make about 3 or 4 videos on the same thing and get thousands of views from it, because that's just the way it works. And just the thing is, but people nowadays, there is like people like you just post the full top 8. That will get more views now, because everyone's like, thank God he's just
that's what you
being
gotta
normal.
Do. Like, some people, I don't think, like, I've had to learn it over 3-4 years of being online. So I think some people, they jump too much at, maybe they think too much of themselves, or they'll like sell them. Like, I've had loads of people on DMs going, can you promote our like car cleaning service on your football theories? And they'll say we'll give you X amount, but like, that's just taking, like, if I was a viewer,
it's not related.
Yeah, if I was a viewer and I saw that, I'd be like, oh, and like, you got to think of the long game. Like, as soon as you see someone doing that, like, oh, start promoting everything. It's all right to do sponsorships at times. It's all right to do promotions at times, but it's got to be the right thing. Because as soon as you start using sponsorships all the time, you're going to dumb down your content, and you're probably going to lose a substantial amount of your viewer base, because they'll just think, oh, you're just cashing in now. So, but that's on people, what you've got to learn, I suppose. Like I say, I think this could only work now, because 16, 17-year-old me would have cashed in as much as I possibly could, would have gone to school, gone to the co-op and like bought everything. But nowadays, because I understand how content works a little bit more, I kind of understand sometimes. Well, sometimes you just got to like turn down things here and there, because it's all about preserving the brand, even though it's furthest thing from it. But you've got to almost, I see it as a brand, like the Twitter and that. I had betting companies and people doing, do you want to promote our poker tournament like over lockdown, and we'll give you, And I thought, that's just killing the joke. Like, the whole point of it was it's supposed to be some idiot in his bedroom just getting really happy when this happens, like I'm posting it and then going away for a week and posting again. Well, as soon as I was like joining this poker tournament, I'm joining in. You're gonna go down, down, down at the poker table. You're just gonna have loads of people going piss off. Like, what are you trying to do?
They just call you a sellout or something.
Exactly,
Like that,
and it would kill the whole jokes. And the next time I upload it, it's done. It's been watered down to the point. It just kills it off. And then, say this season when I bring it back a bit more, it would have been dead in the water anyway.